last of the imperial fora built in ancient Rome. The only improvements they could have used was a bit more creativity with the names. Predictably, they were called Trajan's Market, the Baths of Trajan, and Trajan's Forum. Other constructions ordered by the emperor included libraries, aqueducts, temples, and a renovation of the Circus Maximus, which saw it rebuilt entirely in stone. Cassius Dio mentions in passing that Trajan was the target of several plots against him. He only names one conspirator as Crassus. Obviously, these conspiracies failed, and the emperor brought Crassus before the Senate to be punished. What exactly happened to him and his co-conspirators remains a mystery, as the historian specifies that Trajan made an oath not to shed blood, by which he meant Roman blood, of course, and that he kept this vow. In 113 CE, Trajan entered a conflict with the Parthian Empire, a powerful entity located in ancient Iran. Like Dacia, Parthia had been a thorn in Rome's side, as clashes between the two domains went back centuries. Also like Dacia, Trajan sought to be the one to solve this problem permanently and enjoy the renown and acclamations that would come with it. In fact, the emperor's complete true motives remain somewhat of a hot topic among Roman historians. Some see them as being practical. Trajan wanted to strengthen the defences of the eastern frontier and benefit from the economic boost of adding Parthia to the Roman Empire. Others believe it was simply in his nature. Trajan was a military man first and foremost, and would have likely gone on warring as long as he could, and some opine that Trajan wanted to emulate the conquests of Alexander the Great and secure for himself the near-divine status that the latter enjoyed. Whatever the reason, in 113 CE, Trajan marched, leaving Rome, and he would never return. Located between the two empires was the kingdom of Armenia. Although technically independent, it fell under the hegemony of both Rome and Parthia, and both powers had a vested interest in ensuring that the ruler of Armenia was on their side. In 110 CE, the Parthian prince, Axidares, was installed as king of Armenia by his uncle, King Ostros I of Parthia, without Roman approval. On his way to Armenia, Trajan met with an emissary of the Parthian king. In an attempt to appease Rome, Ostros had deposed Axidares and installed his brother, Parthenius Cyrus, as the new ruler of Armenia, and sought Trajan's approval for this change. Why exactly he thought the emperor would be okay with one brother but not the other, we don't know. Trajan was gracious to his guests, but mostly ignored their requests and kept on marching. The conquest of Armenia was quick and bloodless. King Parthenius Cyrus entered Trajan's camp, took his diadem off his head, and surrendered it to the emperor. He fully expected to get it back and become a client king of Rome in a move reminiscent of what Nero did with King Tiridates half a century prior. Instead, Trajan kept Armenia as a new Roman province and installed a governor to rule. Parthenius Cyrus, he died soon after, and although the circumstances are not known, some have speculated that he was killed on Trajan's orders. In 115 CE, the emperor launched his Mesopotamian campaign, although the exact order of events is unclear from ancient sources. Besides the Parthian Empire, the region was full of small kingdoms and city-states, with kings and satraps alike sending gifts and envoys to ensure they obtained the favour of Rome. Trajan split his army into divisions that went after multiple targets. He was then able to capture, in quick succession, Adiabene, Babylon, Charax, and Seleucia, culminating with the conquest of the Parthian capital. At this point, the Roman Empire reached its greatest size in history. Cassius Dio writes that Trajan was tempted to march into India like Alexander the Great did, but concluded that he was getting too old for this thing. Instead, he was content with making a trip to Babylon and offering sacrifice in the house where Alexander died. He did make sure to specify in writing to the Senate, though, that he advanced further than Alexander, although keeping his new possessions proved to be a bit of a problem. When Trajan left, many of the domains he conquered began rebelling, and the garrisons that stayed behind were not enough to maintain control. It is also at this time that the emperor's health started to decline, and some historians believe that he might have suffered heat stroke while laying siege to the city of Hatra. To make matters worse, Jewish populations in multiple regions, such as Cyrene and Egypt, began uprising, and Trajan had no choice but to divert armies to deal with these revolts. Trajan hoped that this would be a minor setback. He left his troops in charge of his generals and set sail for Italy to regain his health. He then planned to return, take command again, and settle any conflicts that remained. That's not how things panned out, though. He died suddenly on August the 8th, 117 CE, aged 63, in the port town sources say he died of a stroke, although both modern and ancient historians make mention of poison. His succession was also a bit contentious. His cousin Hadrian followed him to the throne, but whether Trajan actually named him as his heir, or whether this was arranged by his wife Plotina after his death, remains debatable. One of Hadrian's first acts was to pull out of Mesopotamia, as it became clear that Rome did not have the resources to keep the region. Trajan might have ultimately failed in his Parthian campaign, but he left behind a cherished legacy that is still celebrated today. So I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please do smash that like button below and don't forget to subscribe. Also, please do check out our fantastic sponsor, Brilliant. There is a link to them below. And as always, thank you for watching. Thanks to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this video. Go to dollarshaveclub.com/to get started for just $5. During a happy period of more than 80 years, the public administration was conducted by the virtual abilities of Nerva, Trajan, Hadrian, and the two Antonines. These are the works of 18th century historians who give an exemplar of the concept of the financial emperors, 5 Roman rulers who successfully governed the empire by absolute power under the guidance of his commander. Hadrian was there writing and left behind the legacy of a builder. As he travelled throughout the regions of his empire, he founded new cities, while all the existing settlements he encountered benefited from some kind of improvements, whether it was a new theatre, bathhouse, or even just a donation for the future. He enacted sensible policies and strengthened the position of his armies, even though he had to move around to conditions. That being said, Hadrian is definitely no saint who will quickly follow his footprints. As you will see, those who opposed or slighted him met their priorities. He also curtailed the powers of the Senate and leaned more towards moderation. For this reason, scholars see Hadrian as an imperial character, one whose outward displays of geniality and restraint have simply been a facade hiding a devious and humanistic mind. Or maybe he was just an emperor who wanted to help his people as best he could. It really is hard to say, and for millennia, Hadrian has been a puzzle that historians have struggled to solve. Hadrian was born Cumulus Aelius Hadrianus on January 24th, 76 AD, although his place of birth is still somewhat uncertain. Although most sources indicate he was born in Italica, a settlement in the province of Scalia in Baetica, others have said that his family name actually had been Rome prior to his birth, which would not have been so far-fetched, given that his father, Cumulus Aelius Hadrianus Afer, was a Roman senator. His mother was the Corby, retroactively referred to as Corby the Elder, to help distinguish her from Hadrian's sister and his niece, who both share the same name. Another relative we should highlight, and perhaps the most important of all, was an uncle of Hadrian named Marcus Lucius Trajanus. He is better remembered as the Roman Emperor Trajan, and he will play a major role in Hadrian's life. His own reign was also quite notable, perhaps the best of all, and guess what? Biographics video about him. If you missed it, why not give it a watch right now and then come back here where we got pretty much where in 86 AD, Hadrian was
No fucking way, dude.
terrible
No fucking way, dude.
boy, but in a modicum of good fortune, as Trajan took in his sister, whose reign as wards as a powerful official named Adrianus.
Oh fuck, I'm 1 line short of 1 point winnable. Alright. No fucking way, dude. No fucking way, dude. No fucking way! Let's go! Let's go! Holy shit!
Hadrian entered public service on the path to become a Roman senator like his father. He started out as a lowly civil servant until then served several times.
I overtapped that L. I don't fucking care that I overtapped that L. Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god! Fucking finally! Oh man! Oh my god! Let's go! Dude, this is like my worst session in like a week, like at least since my qual. Oh. And then I bust that out of fucking nowhere. Dude, that was almost a 27 max. Oh, man. The 223 I maxed that at? With a single. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Let's go.